Hi everyone. Thank you for joining in. So we have the winning team of 8th IMAM 2021. We have Brihad, Rehvetishri and Harshita with us. First of all, a hearty congratulations to all of you for winning the title. And before we start, I would just like if every one of you just introduce yourself and tell us about yourselves. We can start with Harshita maybe.
Hi, so I'm Harshita. I'm in the fourth year at GLC Mumbai. And yeah, I mean, Mom was a great experience for us. And I like my team is really great. It was lovely working with y'all. So I think Brihad should go ahead.
Hi everyone, I'm Brihad Ralhan, a final year student at GLC Mumbai. Basically, what Harshita said was a great experience, and hope to discuss that in depth today.
Hi guys, I'm Revatishi Regulagetta. I am also in my fourth year at GLC Mumbai, and yeah, like Priyad and Harshita said it was a great experience. Maritime law was actually quite fun to explore, and yeah, looking forward to this discussion today.
So guys, we are as we are in middle of a pandemic. How difficult was it for you guys to prepare, or how did you strategize your preparation throughout this phase?
I think compared to what a normal moot is in normal circumstances, the biggest difficulty is that you don't interact with your teammates directly. All you have are Zoom calls and whatnot. So you're not exactly familiar with your teammates' arguments in depth as much as you would be in a regular moot. So I found that to be sort of challenging during the rounds because a lot of the judges expected you to know both the arguments. And that's something which we sort of struggled with, but fortunately wasn't a big deal in our rounds. And I think our research was also sort of difficult because maritime in general is a niche area, as we know. So it was difficult to research on. But ILO as a database really helped us out. And I'm sure Revati will agree with me. ILO basically saved our lives towards the deadline of the MEM submission because we had nothing to go off of till a few weeks before the MEM submission, which is when we got access to ILO. That made things easier for us.
Yeah, like Riyad said, I think ILO really saved our lives with this moot, and yeah, it was a bit difficult at first because we had no idea what maritime law was. So for us to figure it out all by ourselves, and for a while there, it felt like all three of us doing our separate research, so that was a bit of an issue at first. But I think we managed pretty well. Like we sat down, we made sure to discuss our issues. So yeah, it was interesting. It was a different experience, but it was interesting. If you ask me if I do it again, maybe not. I'm not for virtual moods. I think I really missed like just being there. But yeah, otherwise it was fun.
Yeah, so like Brihad said that, but I think the good part for us was that we knew from since the start that it's going to be a virtual moot. So all our practices we had on Zoom, or like we made sure that we judge each other, we talk to each other all the time. So I think that worked for us maybe, even though we didn't quite meet once at all throughout the prep. But yeah,
I
it
believe
was
I believe the proper communication between every member of the team is very essential when it comes
Yeah.
to preparation.
So,
yeah.
like, how frequent did you guys meet? Like, understandably, on virtual rounds, it's not possible to meet every day, which would have been possible if you were there on campus. So, how frequent you guys used to meet?
So we had virtual meetings regularly. Must have had at least, I think, towards before the MEM submission, we just used to have voice calls because that was just the best way to deal with it. And close to the oral rounds, we used to have practices pretty much every day or every 2 days to make sure that we're on the right track at least. And we never met physically once because we've always had a lockdown or something similar going on here in Maharashtra. So
Okay.
Yeah, I think we didn't really have like a schedule or anything. We just made sure to update each other on where we were with our research. So I think that was about it. We called when we needed to. We tried to do as many practices as possible. That's
Harshita, you would want to add something?
No, I think they covered it up. Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, you guys cleared many stages. First, it was memo qualifiers. Then there were two prelims. What do you think was an X factor for your team as a winning team that helped you?
That's difficult to answer, because I mean, when we think about it, I don't know, maybe just the fact that we never doubted our own confidence with moods, because all of us have done moods before in the team. And virtual moods are very different from physical moods for sure. And as Revati said, I think we all prefer, non-virtual moods, but since circumstances only allow for a virtual mood, I think the best thing our team did, I don't know if it can be termed an X factor, but I think the best thing we did was being able to deal with the questions of the judges effectively, because especially in the semis and the quarters, when we found that the judges were trying to throw us off, and our structure was basically pointless after a point because we never got to go in the way we imagined we would in the rounds. But I feel like Revati and I dealt with the questioning well, and even Harshita's support and pasting the provisions and all in the chat was appreciated by the judges a couple of times. So I feel like maybe that helped us stand out a little bit as well.
Revati, you want to add something?
Yeah, I think Brihad has said it all. We just tried not to let it get in our heads. We just tried to be as calm as possible and deal with the questions. And I think because it was virtual, we spent a lot of time reading more than discussing, because of which we just had a lot of information. I think that also helped. Every time the other side came up with something, we were able to rebut it, because I thought we were well read. I think that's about it. And like Brihad said, I think Harshita was also constantly supporting us with any questions. Maybe if we sort of hit a roadblock, Harshita was there to help us out immediately, help us figure it out. So I think, yeah, that was what was good for us. That was what worked.
That's great.
So like the researcher was like always there on your to hold your back straight. Harshita, would you like to add something?
So I feel like Brihad and Revati, they were both very, very well versed with the prop. So anytime they faced a problem, they would just go back to the prop because they read it so many times. They were able to guide the judges through it. So I think that really helped a lot. And yeah, I think that's very important. Like, I don't know, I'm sure they must have read it like 100 times, and so I think that helped a lot.
Definitely. So guys, this time we had a panel of international arbitrators in the finals. How did you strategize? Basically, what was your strategy for your finals?
I don't think we changed anything specifically for the finals. One thing that we received as feedback during the rounds, which we try to emphasize more in the final rounds, was just speaking slower and more clear. Apart from that, I think we did what we did in the earlier rounds, the same thing. And the questions were, of course, some of them we had experienced in the earlier rounds and some which were new, but nothing different for our strategy. I mean, when you only have 30 minutes before the semis and the finals, there's not much thinking there to do. And it's best, I think, to just have clarity as to what has worked for you so far, just repeat that. So that's all we did in the final round as well.
Yeah, I think we didn't really have any strategy in mind. We just went with what we've been doing throughout the competition. Of course, I think because there were 6 rounds before the finals, so we were already well versed with how to deal with questions or how to just maintain our flow throughout. And yeah, like Brihad said, I think both of us have a tendency to really speed up while delivering arguments. So that was an issue that we had to be really conscious about in the finals. But yeah, apart from that, nothing changed. We just tried to stick with what we knew, and yeah, that's about it.
Okay. Harshita, would you like to comment on something? Like,
I think they covered up. I think the prelim rounds, the judges had so many questions that I think half of the issues that we were stuck at were dealt with in the prelim rounds only. So I think they had a good base to build on for the finals. So I think that helped a lot.
so considering that this was the first time IMAM had 4 preliminary rounds. So according to you, did it really help or like the 2 preliminary rounds concept would have been better?
honestly, we were not too happy about the fact that there were 4 preliminary rounds at first. But I think it really helped. I think because of the kind of questions we were asked, we were able to sort of better our own arguments and make sure we, whatever little loopholes anybody could find, we made sure that we had answers to those. I think it was it at the end of the day, I think it worked really well for us, the fact that we had 4 prelims, because I think by the time we reached the semis, we were pretty confident about what we had. We weren't particularly worried about questions because we dealt with so many already.
So basically, 2 prelims worked out for good for you guys.
Yeah.
I think the only
Yeah.
issue that we had with 4 prelim rounds is just the fact that we have to, each round brings its own stress for sure. Even though you don't have to prep for each round separately, the anxiety of each round definitely occurs. So having 7 rounds is a lot. But I feel like, yeah, as Revati said, it definitely helped us. So it has its pros and cons, I feel like.
So guys, how was your experience? I believe, is this your first time doing a virtual moot, or did you guys attend and do any virtual moot before this one?
It was my first virtual moot. I mean, apart from the internal rounds at the college. Yeah, first virtual moot for sure. And I felt like the platform that you guys used was really helpful. Because I did do other competitions virtually and we tried different softwares and whatnot. But I feel like the Moot Yatli, I think it's called, the platform was supremely like helpful. And I felt like there was no issues with connection, at least on our end. And so that was really helpful. It didn't really feel much different from any other virtual moot that we've done, apart from the software, which I think really helped us out. But I feel like the experience was great for sure. Of course, we all miss being at the campus and arguing in front of the judges, but in the circumstances that we have, I think this is the best a university could have done in organizing a moot.
Definitely nothing beats the physical experience of the moot, the actual experience. But we tried to replicate it as much as we could. We tried to make it as real as we could. So guys, now that you guys, how are you feeling after being the winning team after so many rigorous rounds and everything? What are you feeling? How did you, like, what was your experience after you received the news that, okay, you guys are the winners?
We're going to let Harshita answer that.
So it was really good, especially because I think the 3 days that it was so stressful because Revati was not well, and we were under tremendous stress because we didn't know if we would be able to get through the rounds properly. But once it was done, I think we were all pretty happy.
Yeah, actually, right before the round started, there was a while there where we thought I might not be able to speak and Harshita's gonna have to take over. And that was stressful because I'd been practicing and everything, but that one day I felt sick and it was bad. We didn't know if I was going to be there. We didn't know if we were going to be able to go through all of the rounds. So yeah, that was stressful. But so to go from that to winning is a pretty amazing feeling, I think, yeah, going in the first prelim, I wasn't sure if our research was in place. I wasn't sure if we'd be able to make it, but I think after the first 2 prelims, we really thought that, okay, we actually may have a chance. We can do this. So yeah, that was exciting. It's a great feeling.
What about you, Brihat?
I think for me, I mean, of course, there was happiness, but mostly just relief about the fact that, 7 rounds later, we were so tired. I could barely stay up for the ceremony when they announced the results. But it was definitely a great feeling. It always is winning a moot or winning a competitions for sure. But I feel like during these circumstances, like Revati and Harshita mentioned, where we did not think we even had a chance, that made it all the more special for us. And sort of unexpected. Towards the end, of course, we were expecting ourselves to win it, go ahead and win it. But when we came into it, we didn't have much expectation. So glad with where we ended up.
That's great, guys. Sonia, you wanna ask something?
Yeah, so considering like it was a maritime moot, which already is such a niche area that not many people are willing to take up even for the moot. So now that your internships would be lined up soon, so how you're looking forward to the maritime as a subject in your lives? And like considering so much knowledge has been gathered, as mentioned by Revati, that you have read so much about it. So how are you looking forward to the subject
And now that you have an opportunity to actually apply it in real life cases, this time there will be actual shipping problems and everything, how whatever the problems you had. So how do you look forward to that?
I'm actually pretty excited because so we starting off we felt very excited about maritime law because of course it's different, we get to try something new, and then we got the moot prop, and for a while there we were lost, we were completely lost, we didn't know what to do, we didn't know what half the terms in the moot prop meant. So took us a while to get used to that, but then I think once we started to really understand it, that's when we started to enjoy research as well. I think I had a ton of research, fun doing all this research, and I'm hoping all of this will be put to good use. I'm excited to see how it works in the real world now.
Yeah.
I haven't really thought about it very deeply personally, but as Revati mentioned, maritime is definitely very interesting to us now, and it's definitely a subject where I would want to delve into more. Hopefully, in my job, but not sure if that would give me the opportunity for maritime specifically. But yeah, I do intend to research more and possibly draft some papers or articles in maritime because I feel like it's not talked about enough, and there are ample opportunities for in the space of maritime for you to stand out because I feel like the number of people involved is also lesser, and definitely gives us a head start when you've done a whole moot on it. You understand the basics of maritime law and maybe develop it from there. So,
What about you, Harshita?
So yeah, so I mean, if you would have asked me the same question, say 3-4 months before today, I would have said, you know what, I'll pass. But I think after working on it for so long, I would, like Revati mentioned, just get something out of it, put it to good use. So yeah, I'm quite excited about that.
That's great. I hope that you do enjoy the practical experience at your internships. So just like the last question to not make it much lengthy. So according to you, like you are the winning team of the eighth IMAM. So according to you, are there any tips you want to give to the other participants who would be looking to the further editions?
I think the first thing I would say is make good use of your researcher during the rounds. Of course, the most people know oralists have to do well and do their part, but I feel like researchers are often neglected and overlooked. But judges do notice that, and I feel like when the researcher is more involved, I think you stand out as a team more to the judges because it looks more like a team effort, which every moot really is behind the curtains, but it should be in front of the stage as well. And apart from that, I think just be clear with the prop itself. I feel like know your facts in and out. Everyone has to research well, of course, but when you know the facts well enough to be able to answer, I think every single question the judges pose can be answered through facts alone. And I feel like a lot of time is wasted in going into cases in the law when the answer is right in the facts itself. So I think just those two tips mainly.
Yeah, everything that Brihat said, and also just while doing research, I think it's very important to keep going back to the basics. A lot of times you get so caught up with like the complexities of the problem that you forget to look back at the basics, because a lot of times, at least this happened for me, I think I spent a lot of time doing a lot of research on, say, MMT bills, and I wasn't able to, for one of the contentions, I couldn't find anything. But then once I was able to go back right to the basics, to what an MMT bill is really, that's when I found the answer, So basically the answer was right in front of me for almost a month or so, and I completely overlooked it. So yeah, always remember to know the basics and keep everything that you learned about the problem in mind when you do research. So
Harshita, would you like to just add your side of tips?
So yeah, I think what we did was we read the prop every day. So I think this is what Brihat said to us. The start of the prep, when we started our prep, is that just read the prop every day, and I think that really helped. Also, when you go through the rounds, reading the your opponent's submissions, I think that also helped a lot because we decided to target those. So whenever we felt that okay, this could be a winning point for us, we did that. So I think that will also help a lot.
And just to add to that, Harshita's right. So there were specific cases that they cited, and because we spent so much time reading, we knew what these cases were about. We knew the facts, so we knew exactly how to deal with them. So I think that's very important to do. Going through their memes, finding weak points. I think that was very helpful. And also, one good thing that Harshita was doing constantly was making note of all questions the judges were asking everyone, so that we could go back and reflect on it and see if there was any better way to deal with questions and things like that. So that's
So you
something
just
everybody should.
took a note of the questions even in the main preliminary rounds.
Right,
Right.
yeah. So the point was for us to prepare for the rounds ahead of us so that we have answers for everything. So it might be the silliest questions, but it's always good to have it with you so that the speakers can go through it whenever they have time and they just have answers for everything.
I think that these suggestions would be pretty helpful to any person looking forward to the mode. So just I think then we are towards the wrap of this discussion. So at last, I would just like to congratulate all three of you for your immense hard work, which has paid you off so well. I hope that would be visible even by the prize money. So I think thank you. Is there anything any of you want to add? Just
Nothing as such. I just want to thank the organizing committee once more because I feel like you guys did a great job. Everything started on time, ended on time, which was great because it's something which we always feel like is lacking in competitions across the country. But I feel like that was great. Punctuality was really important, especially during virtual moods. Apart from that, yeah, I think it was a great experience. So thank you guys a lot. That's about it.
thank
And
you.
also the fact that you guys took the time to go through the platform with us and then arrange for us to have our own little trial rounds. I think that was very helpful for us to get used to the platform. That was great. And just overall, it was a great experience. And I think you guys were amazing. I'm sure all of this is new to you as well. Handling all of this virtually must have been difficult, but I think it was great. It was a great experience for all of us. So thank you for that.
I think such an
Yeah, I mean,
appreciation. Yeah,
just like
go
I
on.
would also like to thank all the coordinators because they really helped us throughout all the rounds. Like I was constantly, troubling them for this or that, and they were just there. So I think that was really sweet of them to do.
I really think that such an appreciation would just keep up our on our toes, and we try to bring up better interface and experience to all the participants. Thank you so much, and just once again, congratulations to all three of you.